It is Tuesday, June 11th, 2024. I'm going to hang out tonight for a while. And I'm going to be, I'm going to be hanging. Trying to get all this stuff going together.
When your internet isn't 100% fiber, and you realize that isn't 100% fiber.
There we are. Just gotta get the old everything in order. So it's Tuesday. It's been a productive day. I generally have productive days. But let me tell you, I don't understand all this YouTube stuff and how it actually works. Because I just put up that short of the girl in the body paint. And out of all, like, Counting Pumpkins gets more views than that art. I don't understand it at all. But ours is not the reason why, I suppose. Ours is about to do. Do. So, I thought I'd jump on a little early, see what's going on, see if any of the crew's about. Figure I'd listen to my most recent album, Electric Euphoria, which you can hear playing behind me. It's, there's a lot to look forward to. And a scan, 8, 9, 10, in a scant 11 days, I'll be returning to Harwington, Connecticut, tentatively. And that will be, that's something I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to it. Because, why wouldn't I? They're bringing the TARDIS out, and I have to go where the TARDIS goes, provided the weather isn't that horrible. But the future is unknown. You never can tell. I hope you've all had some good times of your own. I know that life always presents challenges, but you know what? If you made it this far, you're a winner. Although, in regards to me, I guess if you're calling me a winner, I guess you could pronounce it wiener. But that's, who's to say? I got so much done on the gardening front, but it was kind of an overcast day out here in Danielson, Connecticut. Got my mowing done, got my plants repotted last summer, or what I did just period, like in my life. Because I'd like to think I know what I did. And most of those things that I did were pretty good. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. What do you think you know that I did? Isn't that the question? It's 7. There we go. The computer's fighting me. That's alright though. Enjoying myself a nice Coca-Cola. I know you're really far away from me at the moment, but don't worry. As we get to know each other more, we'll get closer. I'll take you off the stand. Because I also found out I have, what's the word I'm looking for? I have gained my first trolls. Yay! So, I'm very excited about that because there's nothing better than a troll because they'll just sit there and they'll try to undermine it, but at the same time they're undermining it, they're actually bringing it, making me stronger, which is a funny thing. Oh, now I can do some tarot card readings, but I don't want to. I can do some rune work, but I don't want to. I can look forward to the next version of House of the Dragon, but I don't want to. I'm just going with the flow. So they caught a black bear in northwestern Connecticut, and I guess it almost hurt a couple of ladies. You know, all of this, all the girls wanting to go into the woods with bears, I think it's ill-advised. I mean, I can't tell you what to do, but I don't want to go into the woods with a bear. Don't get me wrong, I kind of like bears, but I'd rather be with a dude than with a bear. And you know, I think we can coexist. I think coexistence is important. But you know, hey, what do I know? True wisdom is knowing. Kevin G Nicholson knows absolutely nothing. Oh, but I did have some awesome pizza that I made. Sausage pizza. It was great. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it hardcore. I got a little of the old, the old gas going on. There we go. But I don't understand why the one short of the pretty girl only got five views, and then freaking Me Counting Pumpkins got like hundreds. I don't understand how all this works, and it perturbs me because I mean, how often do you get to see a yellow girl with blue lips? And I mean, it's art. I'm just saying, there's art and then there's art. And it also helps that she was very thin and trim. I really appreciate thin and trim people. Even though I got a little bit of gut on me, still, I have things. I have things that are really speaking to me. And I'm really surprised they didn't do better. It was like YouTube just decided, we ain't picking that up. We're going to send you pumpkins out, though. Enjoy the old pumpkins. I'm like, really? You're going to send out pumpkins to everybody, but nothing for the art? I'm very perturbed. I mean, I won't lose any sleep over it. But you know, I feel like we're too far away. I feel like I need to get closer. Am I in your personal space now? Because I don't mean to get in your personal space. This is like, is it making you very uncomfortable? You know this is virtual, right? But I'm not AI, so you might be disappointed in my AI persona, because when AI inevitably eats me, the modern day Max Headroom, then it's going to try to copy me, and I don't think it'll work that well. Let's call it a hunch. Need to put on the, where is it? There it is. You know what I like? I'll put this one on. Because I have an image to uphold. Right. There we go. Alright, let me go over here. Blue hair, white shirt. Oh! Over here! Here we go. Oh! Yellow teeth. That's the lights. No! No. See what I'm saying? I got trolls. And I know who the trolls are. That's the thing. They thought I forgot. But I didn't forget. So, let's see a man over here. But actually, I'll see this man over here. Oh, you can call me Gandalf. Because I'm pretty sure I just did. Yep. Positive I just did. Yeah, that's already on. Like that. That's right here. That's right. I am telling you how the evening's going to go down. I have been sainted. You can call me Saint Kevin. And St. Kevin is predicting good things in the very near future. Because, you know, I'm good at predicting stuff like that. I can feel it. I can feel it in the cockles of my heart. Maybe below the cockles, maybe in the subcockle area. Maybe in the liver, maybe in the kidneys, maybe even in the colon. We don't know. So I'm just here. I'm just a regular guy, a regular Joe, talking to you, live stream. Tuesday evening at what time is it? 8:35. I'm very pleased to be here tonight, because I might have had to go somewhere else, and luckily I didn't have to. And so I got my stuff done. So life was good. But I'm no angel. So we won't do that anymore. I wonder if I got anything left in here. Yeah, a little bit. Blue hair, white shirt, yellow teeth. That help at all? Down to the dregs, folks. That's all right. I was on the POS, watched the POS podcast this morning. I'm starting to enjoy that. They do it at 8 a.m.s. Hey, Floggly. It's all right. I mean, I could complain. I ain't gonna help anything. I got a lot of chores done today, ate well. But I don't understand why the hot girl in the costume didn't get more hits. Saludos de Mexico. Mexico. Is it Mexico? Is it Mexico? I never know quite what's right. And it's funny, Floggly, didn't you? You were the one who was like, that you couldn't stand that girl's voice. Someone commented on that. I think it was you. Because she was a little, what's the word? Fran Drescher. Am I calling that right? It's the Fran Drescher voice, right? Drescher. Sorry, my New England is taking over my... But yeah, very, she was pretty, feisty. But the part is, if you actually listen to the story that she was telling, sharpened pencils in my ears. Yeah, it was a little abrasive. But it was funny because as she kept going, well, My name's Kevin G Nicholson. I'm the host of this YouTube channel. And right now we're talking about a girl who I met on the trails of Strange Creek, who proceeded to yell at the security guys because they were driving too fast. And then come to find out, as she told the story, she had ripped off the guys at the bar. She had just went in there and just started taking their alcohol without asking. And so she admitted this over the course of, it was a mess. Oh, no, that's not me. Skank Hunter 42. Now he, the single mom saver. Nah, I'll never do that again. I tried that once, and that didn't end well. Because who are they? They are whoars. Not all of them. A lot of them, though. And you know who I'm talking about. No more single mom hugs. No more single mom saving. Because they come in two forms. They come in Grateful and Scorpion. And I got Scorpion. So, I'm not doing that so much no more. Can I say that no more? So yeah, I got someone moving in the next couple weeks. And I got the medieval fair, which I'm going to be going and bringing my camera to. And that's in 11 days. But I still got another 2-3 episodes of Strange Creek 2024 to post. I took a lot of footage. And there's so much more to show. But I can only do it in pretty much 8 to 20 minutes at a time. And so I think so far I must have uploaded an hour's worth of programming at this point. Well, yeah, some people are very mean-spirited, and I try not to let that get to me. I have a pretty deflective armor. I can Tai Chi most of the time. But, I'm sure, you obviously watched some of it. So there was that one girl who was just ragging me the entire time that I was there. And it got tiring at the end. It was just geez, come on, lady. Don't you have something better to do than to try to irritate me? You're at a festival. Let's have a good time. Just don't. But you could tell, as I'm walking by, she's like, no one watches your YouTube channel. Everyone should run from you. And it was just really weird because I never met that girl before in my life. She just decided I was the target. She's just oh, this guy's having too good a time. Because I laugh a lot, and I have a good time with life. And I do generally share the love. And I was certainly sharing the love all that weekend, although it could have turned dark. Because once you get enough people picking, you get a troll. If you let a troll get under your skin, then they stay under the bridge. Excuse me. But that's one of the reasons I like the girl on the cover of this stream. She was beautiful and she was really nice, and she took the time to get all body painted up and to get all dressed up, and she went on the trails and took pictures with people, and she was lovely. And I don't understand why she only got 5 views. I think she was worth well more than that. I mean, that's my opinion. I mean, beauty is subjective. I know not everyone likes the same stuff, but, I'm just really surprised it didn't take off. I figured, that's a beautiful outfit, so people are going to go crazy over it. 5 views. But on the flip side, I can count pumpkins and get 200 views. I don't understand. There's some things that are just beyond me, and that's all right. Just like there's some trolls that are beyond me and behind me. Yeah. I had a drunk woman at a festival try me one time like that. You could tell she was never disciplined as a child. You need festivals that are for 30 plus. Well, yeah, but the one who was going at me, she was obviously in her late 40s, early 50s, and very cantankerous. The young people were actually nice to me. It was the old crotchety people that were the ones that thought I was having too good a time for being an old man. Which, I get it. When you're miserable and you see someone happy, you're like, screw that guy who's happy. But look, that's a choice. You could choose to wallow in anger and hate and stuff like that. Or you can go, you know what? People are going to be what they're going to be. I'm not going to let them change my state. Wouldn't that? And if we could do that, that's the way we used to be able to do the old Sean Connery bitch slap, to reset their hard drive and just go, wake up. You can't do that anymore. Now you can't touch them. Now they'll throw you in a cell. Yeah. I mean, and there were lots of beautiful. I'm not even done posting all the stuff. There were some beautiful looking people there. And I don't just mean that in a sexual aspect. I mean, people were dressed up. Some people were just bright and colorful. And it's nice when people kind of, they give that sort of show and that positive air. But of course, there were a couple, and they want to make sure everyone knows that they're not happy. And want to see if they can bring everybody else down, but it didn't work. Well, see, and that's the thing. I mean, you saw it. I mean, she punched me in the chest, and then she kept slapping me, and then there's another shot of her slapping the camera while it's in my hand, and it's like, dude, just don't touch me. It's supposed to be we're not allowed to touch each other regardless of gender. But they go, oh no, I'm a girl, I can do whatever I want. It's like, sweetie, aside from the fact that she was really, beyond physical aspect, she was just so repulsive personality-wise, in regards to the anger that she was setting off for no reason. And of course, I could have landed her. I could have put her right there, it wouldn't have taken much to, land her on her butt. But I didn't. That's what a real man does. He says, nope, I'm better than this. And I walked down the trails and I took a breather, and then I came back and I went, geez, she's terrible. Yeah, I was not pleased in the moment, but I look back on it going, I handled myself admirable. So that in of itself is all right. I do have a pretty good patience, but she got me going at one point where I was like, and there's a double standard. Thanks. I'm glad somebody else sees it. Because it was difficult. If I wanted to be a Neanderthal. Well, but that's the thing. It's our genetic predisposition to want to hang out with, with the opposite gender, but who even knows what that is anymore? You got 70,000 of them, and all of a sudden, now I got to learn new pronouns and subclauses, and there's got to be a Reddit thread about it. Nah, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to go back to the Ren Fair. I'm going to go, there's another version of Strange Creek. It's called Wormtown, and that happens in the fall, in September. So I might go back to that. So, there's stuff ahead that's at least going to be visually cool to catch. Because you got to admit, some of the sights that I was showing on camera, aspects of it are really beautiful. And the way people decorate the trails, and generally people are happy. And I could tell my vibes were rubbing off on people too, in a good way. And so That always gives me a good positive upbeat feeling. Positive upbeat feeling. Oh, well, what's the word? Feel free to edge the like button. It's not slam the like button anymore. It's not bang the like button anymore. It's edge it. So you gotta touch it and then undo it, and then touch it and undo it. It makes me think that you're actually liking it, but you're not actually you do it like back and forth a couple times, and then they go ooh, and it feels good. It's all right. No person is an island. No one can exist without other people. We are social creatures. And peg the like button. That's funny. Peg it! To show that like button who's boss! Peg the like button! You know it wants you to do it! In fact, I have it in writing right here. The like button wants you to peg it. Oh, God. So now, yeah, it's there was such good stuff going on that weekend. And despite the few negative interactions, most of it, like 98% of it, was awesome. And so it made me feel like, okay, this is something that I would do again. Yeah, but again, 98% of them were awesome. I just happened to camp next to the one girl, and I don't even know if she was loaded. I think she was just mean, like natural. I don't think any sort of substances made her worse. I think she was just bad. However, the Italian girl, the one with the pencils in your ears, I'm pretty sure she was pretty hammered. Then had the mama, LSD, psilocybin, and nitrous, and all bets are off. Yeah, I ain't tasing anybody. I don't need weapons. I'm well trained, so long as I got my wits about me. Although, if I thought I could get away with it without litigation, I think a taser would have been appropriate in that moment. The moment she took over my chair, the moment she went into my campsite and decided, no, it's my chair now. No, that's a zero chair. That's my zero chair. I should have tased her. Move on, Shamu. But I didn't. It all worked out fine. And we did. We had a great time. And I'm pleased as punch that I went. Greg thanked me profusely for going with them because I wasn't going to go without. Nah, no, not any situation, but I'd like to think that I'm relatively diplomatic. I can be diplomatic, and I don't often lose my temper. Generally, when someone provokes a domestic, yeah, I can at least be civil, or most of the time. But some girls go out of their way to like poke at you and try to get you to hit them, try to bait a domestic from you. And so that's tough because a lot of them do it. It's not like just me. I know I've talked to other people. There are lots of girls out there. That's their MO, where they're like, ooh, well, if I can make him mad enough where he hits me, well, then I can stay here for free, or I can take all the shit, or they're thinking on a devious level beyond that. Oh, if I could just get him to lose his temper and hit me. And they're good at it. But I've managed to keep it. That's why I think marijuana is like that's the counter drug. Because marijuana, I've never met anyone who smoked marijuana where it made him mad. At the very worst, it made him hungry. Oh yeah. There are other episodes that I've seen where this girl punched herself in the face, and like if there weren't cameras in the elevator, that guy would have gone away for years. But they'll make up stories, and they do it a lot. And they're like, believe all women. No, look at the evidence. The empirical evidence says they're lying. But I don't want to think that they're all like that. Some of them are all right, I'm sure. I've just had a very bad run of luck. But yeah, like I said, I'm still here. I'm a winner. There's still hope. And yeah, and I don't see that happening in the very near future. That's why I have my cameras with me at all time too, because this is my best protection. You know, if someone's acting like that, like I mentioned it in the video, I'm like, you know, look, I'm keeping this on until you're gone, at the very least, because, you know, I might not use it on air, but, you know, it's for my protection, because they lie. People lie. Girls and guys, but I've seen girls. Hey, it's a decent guy. That's what we like to see. I like to see decent guys around here. It's good to see ya. I'm doing all right. I got my mowing done. Yard looks pretty good. Got some flowers replanted. I was discussing though. I'm a little perturbed because the one girl dressed up like an art project, the one that I have on the cover of this, Is This Not Beauty, that girl? I thought she was absolutely gorgeous, and I posted the short, and I figured for sure this is going to get like 1,000 views, and it got 5. And I'm like, what's wrong with the YouTube algorithm? It really perplexed me. It's still perplexing me. Because then I go count pumpkins, and that gets hundreds. I don't understand. Well, yeah, and that's the thing. They used to be able to do that. It really is. So we're talking about that Strange Creek episode where the girl was punching at me and where she was slapping me and stuff like that. And how it's not, you know, I'm not the only male who's encountered this, where girls think that they're entitled, that they can hit us, but we can't hit them. And how I managed to get around that without litigation or physical violence. She tried though. Yeah, it is. Thanks. I like to hear that people see that I actually played it well. But you know what? I didn't think about doing ice. That's a great idea. It's kind of like an explosion because it shatters. I'm going to do ice. Floggly. I'm doing ice. I might do it tomorrow. And see, and the thing is I don't want to give you guys the impression that was the entire time. It was just a small portion. There's so much more I have yet to post that was absolutely beautiful. And the bar that woman had said she robbed alcohol from, the Italian girl. Oh God. Well, I ended up going back there, and there's video of that too, and that was a beautiful experience. Well, it won't be it'll be the second floor. But yes, I'll do that. I'm doing that tomorrow because, you know, like no one can tell. Oh. But yeah, so I got another 3 or 4 days worth of work editing and posting that stuff. Well, you're a different person. And I hope you would have gotten through. I'm glad you didn't have to go through it. I'm sorry I had to go through it, but it's all right. It kind of made good video. Like, I don't expect everybody to like me. Hell, I don't even expect most people to like me. I expect a couple people to go, hey, you're pretty cool. That's all I need. And I got Flogly, I got Decent, I got Little Bits, I got Eric. So there are a few of you guys that like me. And there are some people who came up to me at the festival itself and said, hey, we've seen your YouTube channel, we like you, keep doing what you're doing. She really shouldn't put random people in that situation. I didn't have weighted blankets or safe spaces. No, and she could have. I mean, if I was not a civilized individual, then, I could have lost it. But that's not my nature, so it was very unlikely. But you never know. Had I, replaced me with somebody else, some Neanderthal, wouldn't that have been nice to have seen? They forget. We're a civilization, but we're still natural creatures. We exist within nature. She could have gotten hurt. I can't think of what I could have been on that would have enraged me. See, that's, go get the belt I'm going to beat you with. Those were the days. See, I was spanked as a kid. I got the belt. And I don't feel like I was abused. I feel like it was important. I think that was an important life lesson for me. And I think more modern day kids should have to deal with the belt. That's my opinion. And I'm entitled to my opinion. Get the belt I'm going to whip you with. You got the belt, though, because you knew. See, that's funny. It's the older generation. It's just like where we were told, children don't speak unless you smoke it too. Remember that stuff? Now they can decide, no. See? Yeah, my dad never used a closed fist, though. He used the belt, and it was always on the butt. It wasn't like, he never punched me in the face or nothing. Which I appreciate, because, I'm sure I flipped his switches a couple times. As children do. As teenagers especially. Remember being 13 and omnipotent? Wasn't that great when we knew everything? The spatula. The wooden spoon. We've all been threatened with the wooden spoon. I think the wooden spoon was important. I needed to be threatened with the wooden spoon. It's because of that I've turned into the civilized, awesome, funny human being I am today. And I still manage to have love in my heart, despite the belt and the wooden spoon. In fact, I think because of the discipline. I think the discipline has made me into a better person. I think I need a little more of it, actually. But I'm thankful with what I got. Because some of the youth today, yeah, they think they're in charge. They think they know what's good for them. I've been going on like a Adam Sandler kick recently, which I was listening to my own video and I'm like, ooh, there's jellyfish in the woods. And I'm like, that's Adam Sandler. Why am I doing Adam Sandler? There are things in the woods. One of my ex-girlfriends said I reminded her of Adam Sandler. Yeah, see, but that's the thing. Some people could take that discipline to when you start using it to vent your own anger and frustration with the world, well, that's not discipline. That's just taking your anger out on somebody else who's smaller and weaker. But I remember there was a point where I was a teenager. I want to say like 15, and I was big. I had just gotten to the point where I was bigger than my mother by about a foot, height wise, and she got me so mad, and I you could tell I was ready to go off, and she goes, "Go ahead, hit me," and then like my genetic programming went off, and I kind of short circuited. I went, and I realized, oh, I can't. That's my mother. I can't hit my mother. And from that point, I realized I was powerless. But it was a good lesson. And it let me know that I did have that switch was in there to go, no, don't hurt your mom. She brought you in. So, I mean, I was grateful I was disciplined. I was grateful that my mom stood up to me. And I mean, my mom disciplined me too, but not as much. She had the wooden spoon. Dad had the belt. And that's why you had that hierarchy. The guy was in charge of the family. And he talked to the wife. He talked to my mother, and he's like, okay, we're both on the same team, but he was still in charge of how they were going to play it. And that's something that, with all this woman's lib and feminist BS, it's just like, no, it's got to be, no, it can't be. Someone's got to lead. That's the way it works. Dads are very important, and I'm very grateful that I had one that loved me and invested as much time as he did in me. Because there are a lot of them who are douchebags. So I got lucky. I got to see a man over here about a Gandalf. Well, see, that's the thing. We're all on our own journey. But your viewpoint changes, especially if you have your own offspring. It's funny because you guys, I'm pretty sure both of you have kids. Most of the people who watch me have kids, and that's kind of like the one sore spot I have is I don't have a direct lineage. I have a legacy of work, but I don't have any genetic lineage. And so I'm a little, I wouldn't say butthurt, but, I would have liked to have had my own family. Oh, that's right. You keep telling me you're like super young. Sorry. And once you have them, I mean, if you're wired even relatively traditionally, then you care about them and you're going to do everything you can to protect them from a really screwed up world. But they're going to know better, or they're going to think they know better. It's funny. There's nothing like fighting your own genetic offspring because they think they're omnipotent because they turned 13. But you love them. You can't help it. You're just like, well, that's my lineage. That's my DNA going out there. My genetic memory is moving forward. It kind of makes existence worthwhile to go, okay, when I'm, leaving something forward into the future, it might go forward. Or at least that's my perspective of it. Wow. So you got a big lineage. Good for you. And see, and do you get a sense of satisfaction from having that around? Because I'm dying alone. So you'll have people around you going, oh. And I mean, I'm not afraid of being alone. In fact, I kind of prefer it most of the time. But, I think I know I would have been a great dad. That is a spread. And you know what? No, props from me too, because wow. You know, and even having offspring, having a family, it doesn't mean it doesn't guarantee you love, but it does guarantee you that legacy in time. But it must be extra hand, especially if you have that love with them. That's a bonus. Yeah, they can't be omnipotent until they hit like 12, 13. However, they will start the challenge stage soon, which is let's see how far we can push the parent or parents or caregivers or whatever's going on. Is they're going to be like, no. And at some point, you're going to have to go, well, how am I going to deal with this? Jordan Peterson says, don't let your kids grow up to be people that you can't stand. Well, I'm paraphrasing them. But I think it's important. It's important to have that male figure. It's important that there's a unified front between, both parties if you can have it. And hell, relationships are hard, period. So, I mean, I gotta tip the hat. That's a widespread, and that's being surrounded by a lot of love. Yeah. So I started out. I have a troll, and I guess I used to have a girl who was a tenant. She used to live here, and her name was Doreen, and she ended up like costing my mom a lot of money for an unpaid rent and stuff like that. And she was really shitty to me too. Well, now she's trolling the channel, dropping little digs here and there, and I'm like, hon, you're kind of helping me. You don't realize that. My 14-year-old is a dick. See, I think the phone is the bigger one. Oh, they get furious about the phone. That was the big fight I got with the single mom saver. Is that kid would sneak that phone everywhere. And in that scenario, I wasn't allowed to discipline. I would agree with that. It's a big world. You should go out and be in it. Even though it's dangerous. I was out in it at 14. I was, whether it was around town or whether it was in the woods with the coyotes. I think they need a little the devices are they're handy. I appreciate the technology because it lets me do this. But it's real dangerous in the way that it's influencing society. Yeah, so I think there was something lost. Once the cell phones until you hear the dinner bell. There was no way I was hearing the dinner bell. I would go on adventures. Well, yeah, and it's important. Rather than having the virtual, you need to, it's like you do need to throw the kid in the water and teach him how to swim. And the fact that there's no respect, remember the respect your elders thing? That ain't going on anymore. But it's gone worse than that. It's not just don't respect the elders, just don't respect other people. And since there have been no consequences for the no respect to other people, they're going to keep doing it, in my opinion. Always got to put the claws in. No, and I was, let me tell you, as bad as anyone else's kids were, I was twice as bad. I was a terrible kid, and I really feel bad for my parents. But really grateful afterwards that they didn't have me put down. I should have been put down as a teenager. I don't know if they're lost. I mean, because we're still here. You know what I mean? So there's still a chance. But yeah, it's not looking good from my perspective either. Game ain't over yet. That's what keeps me with the smile rather than the frown. We're still playing the game. We're still doing it. You can teach your kids to be better, and hopefully they'll influence the other ones. Oh, you guys want gossip? Because I can give you some gossip. Well, pseudo gossip. Don't respect others unless they agree with everything. No, I'm pretty sure that's sarcasm, because no, that's not how it works. You know that. They're all entities, regardless of whether you agree with their decisions. Oh, well, no, see, it's kind of along the same line. If someone had messaged me yesterday, I hadn't talked to this girl in like 12, 13 years. And the girl goes, hey, what's going on? We haven't talked in a while. What's up? And so I'm like, it took me a few seconds to figure out who it was. And I'm like, hello. Oh, okay, I know who you are. Hey, what's going on? And then nothing. And I'm like, all right. And so I just went on with my day. And then maybe like 4 hours later, she goes, oh, sorry, I was doing something else. And then goes, oh, yeah, I wanted to catch up, da-da-da-da-da. And then I'm like, oh, well, that's cool. And I go, so this is what I've been doing. I've been doing the albums. I got the YouTube thing, da-da-da-da-da. And what about you? Again, the night goes by. I get a text in the morning going, oh, I'm so sorry. I was having dinner, and then I went to bed. And I'm like, are we actually having a conversation here? I mean, what was the point of even, if you're not going to actually talk to me, then why even bother at all? Just don't say anything. You know, I didn't initiate with her. She just initiated it out of the blue, and then she went, never mind, for 4 or 5 hours. And I'm like, thinking, oh, I thought a conversation started, but a conversation obviously didn't start. And it was, this is a very nothing story, but I was feeling like I kind of wanted to block her. I was just like, this is it doesn't make any sense. It seems rude to me to start a conversation and then just to walk away. Like, hey, how you doing? Bingo! Yeah, that's it. And I was a little, I was just, and it's like, and I didn't, you see what I've got at Strange Creek to choose from? There's beautiful, beautiful people out there. My only requirement is that don't lie, don't steal, and be nice. And that's not nice. Well, did you hit the little bell button? That's the bell button is supposed to do that. But it's all right. You're here now. You're a winner. You got it. You made it. And I'm going to be on for a little bit. Yeah. Time is it? 9:17. I'm in here for at least another hour. Because we got good conversation. And that makes it go quick. Squats. Oh, wait. The little elf girl. The little elf girl is identifying. If you're talking about Sydney, the little elf girl Sydney has decided her name is Sid now. That's not who I was talking about, but now that you say that, it gets me like really, why would you want to destroy that beauty? Even if you shave all the hair off and you try to, androgynize yourself, you can still tell she's beautiful. It's a shame to change it, because she wants to identify as the loneliest gender on the planet. No, there are a bunch of little elf girls, and let me tell you, one of them's gonna be nice, and one of them's gonna not lie. One of them's gonna. Of course, I dyed my hair. Anytime I go to the rent fair, I dye it bright blue, and now, because I did the douches Malfoy thing and I didn't get the right blue, now it's turned into this Joker powder blue, this Ronald McDonald blue, which, it's been worse. I don't mind screwing with the hair. Although I don't know if you noticed, I have no tats at all. I've not had any ink done. But yes, I will dye my hair. And this also helps me blend in with the feminists. They think I'm one of them when I have the blue hair. So I can blend in. Hey, like I said, we all made it here. We're still alive. Thanks for asking, though, because we made it. And do I know any magic tricks? Not in the typical sense, no. Where are my balls? I do juggle a little bit. A little tiny bit. But no, I've never learned any professional magic unless it's how do I clear a room by emptying my fart sack. Please do not do magic. Do not do magic. Presto! Oh, that smells terrible. I made people disappear. Hey, look, I'm going to melt porcelain. Oh. And for my next trick, I'm going to shove this right up my rectum. Yeah, none of that magic will be going down this evening. We're up this evening. I mean, depending on how you're looking at it. I think it's been a couple days since I streamed. Like a day or two. And I've been doing the editing during the day. Another dame. I offered to book Brittany again. But she said she would think about it because she doesn't want to. She's not an actress. She's a performer. She's a comedian. And so she's booked this coming weekend, but it's the next weekend. If we have good weather, and she says yes, Brittany Roberge will be coming back. I gotta stop doing the urge. Now, I mean, I do have other people, but I mean that's the one I prefer because I think they can be a little zip, a little back and forth, where it's not just like, oh, what is it, doctor? It could be like, you want me to get in that box with you? You know what I mean? I want jokes. I want it to be funny. I'm not. It's the attempt is not to pick something up, and not to pick somebody up, someone up, some girl up. The object is to pick up subscribers and watch hours and do entertaining stuff. Hopefully that'll make you laugh and go, oh.
No. She showed up. She showed up for the last one, and she wasn't the one who texted me out of the blue and then didn't respond for 4 hours. That was this girl, Crystal. Excuse me. And I mean, you know, you might think she's all right, but she's never really been the girl who was like, who texted me and then just didn't. I'm like, you know what? You're in your mid-40s now. You can't. I don't even think you can give me kids, so you're off the market as far as I'm concerned. Well, no, it's not that there are so many girls around me. It's just I have agency. I know where to go. Nicholson. No, it's, you know, it's, I have places that I can go if I do want to meet new people. And that's, you know, it's important because, like, you're never going to meet someone new. You know, I'm not going to meet someone new in my bedroom here. I'm not going to meet him in my living room. I'm not going to meet him if I'm staying in my house. No, I am a true bachelor, but not by choice. I would love to meet someone who's going to be a good partner and who's going to help me build my channel and be appearing on screen with me, talking to you guys, going, okay, this is what we're going to, you know what I mean? Someone who can joke with me. I mean, that's the dream, but I'm not just going to let some slug come in here and, like, you know, change my life just because she wants to, you know. It's like the girls who call you up and go, would you happen to have access to, would you be able to do this for me? Once you get a few of those, you're like, okay, we're done here. You have no interest in who I am as a human being. You're just asking me what I can do for you. And I mean, those are the blatant ones. Those are the ones who don't smear a little bullshit on top of it to try to conceal their actual motives. They're out there. But no, I wouldn't. It's funny because I am a bachelor and I am a true bachelor, but I honestly don't want to be. I'd like to find someone nice, someone who doesn't lie, doesn't steal, and who's nice. Preferably a smoke show who's really hot too. I mean, I can dream. Despite the blue hair and the yellow teeth, I still think I got a good shot. I still got enough looks to be able to pull on personality. I mean, I got the tie. I mean, what more does it go on? What's the tie? Well, that's not ignorant at all. No. Do not help the narcissists. Do not pander to them. Do not let them get away with stuff. My problem is I'm too patient. And so I would observe it, and I would be very aware of what's going on, and then I'd be like, okay, you're crossing the line right now, and they'd still cross it, and I'd be like, all right, we're all done. It's just, I'm the prize in regards to, you either enjoy my personality and you want to be with me, or you don't, in which case we shouldn't hang out. Well, once you start using me as a resource, well then no, you're a Scorpion. You're a narcissist. And I'll have no part of that. That's not ignorant. That's understanding your worth as a human being and not letting people get away with shitty behavior, because they will continue to push and they'll continue to, to try to drive, and they'll make everybody else the villain, except they're the hero and everyone else is the villain. Everyone's working against them. But you don't need those people who are saying, oh, everyone's against me and you're not helping me either, and oh, I just need help, and da-da-da. No, you don't. You can tell when someone's crying wolf and when someone's blowing smoke up your butt. You don't need someone who's blowing smoke up your butt. I mean, unless you paid them to do that. That's not in my bailiwick. But yeah, don't let the narcissists win. Don't let those angry, entitled women get away with, I mean, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Well, I've been fooled a good 4 or 5 times, which is, Kevin, why don't you wake the F up? Because I'm way too patient. So I used to let people walk over me way too far. And that's not something that I allow anymore. Hence, why I reacted the way I did at Strange Creek in the video, where it was just like, yeah, this ain't happening. We're getting it on tape, and I'm calling you out right here. In a civilization, it works both ways, and you're going under the premise that it doesn't. So we'll have none of that. But they do it. Well, and you shouldn't. I mean, but like the girl on the video, I mean, she wasn't even trying to get stuff. She was just trying to bring me down. You know what I mean? And it wasn't for any reason aside from I was just having too good of a time. At no point did I say anything horrible to her. You know what I mean? But she was saying horrible, horrible stuff to me. In the last video too, not the last one, but the part 3 too. She goes off and she just keeps saying this terrible stuff, and it's just like, and I'm trying to force my frame over the scenario so she can't, twist it in her dark manner. I mean, I understand selfishness, but then when you're just going out of your way to bring down the happy guy, I don't get that so much. But I did get through it, so. And it was, kind of good for the video. It was a story. It's a story of an ugly lady. I'm almost out. I'm very perturbed. Yeah, I'm a little perturbed. I'm sure I'll take care of this problem soon. It's, but this has been happening a lot, where I keep getting involved with people who are just like, well, no, it's all about me. It's all about me. And it's like, it's about us. We're sharing our time. Even you and me and you guys, we're sharing our time together. And I appreciate you sharing your time with me. We are sharing moments together. And if you appreciate people spending time with you, or you appreciate the time you get to spend with someone, you tend to want to do more of it. But these girls who are just being, and I know I keep saying girls, there's some guys who do it too, it's just not as prevalent, where they start off going, hey, give me, and we're going to do this, and you're going to do that, and it's like, no, that's not fun for me. That's interrupting my regularly scheduled program of editing and shooting and my plants and my, and all these little things that I enjoy. I don't need to be catered to by another human being to enjoy my own life. I like nurturing my plants and painting my paintings and singing my songs and composing my albums. No, I don't think I'm a narcissist. I think I have an ego. I certainly have an ego, but I'm not under the illusion that I am the center of the universe and that I know more than anybody else. True wisdom is knowing that Kevin G Nicholson knows nothing. And from that, I managed to stay pretty happy going, well, am I doing my best? I'd like to think I am. But yeah, kindness. Kind people attract predators, because, what can I get from them before they realize that I'm just sucking them dry? And it's like the old marriage thing that happens in society now. You don't want to get married to someone. God, I wish I believed in romance the way I once did when I was a kid, but for me, marriage would be only if she sired my offspring. That would be the only reason for it at this point. And even then, it would be dubious that it would be smart. Because they can get everything you own. You know, and I will give anything of myself for someone that I care about, whether it's my wife or my offspring or presently my mother. You know, I'll do anything for her. Not because I'm commanded to, but because that's just who I am. That's how I'm wired. But people can play off that good-naturedness, that good-heartedness. What if I met Rose? What if I met Rose? I don't. Are you talking about Rose Tyler from Doctor Who? I don't know who Rose is. A rose by any other name would smell just as sweet. That's the only Rose I know of, and that's the character from Doctor Who. And she was very attractive. But if you're talking about if I met my companion, well, I imagine she'd have her own name. But I wanted to give her the last name of, not Varactaluna, but Lunda, because that would put her in canon. See, I think I got where you were going. Well, but that would be like the Doctor and his companion. It's like, all right, let's go travel. Let's go make the world a better place. Let's go out and have a good time. That would be great if I could meet my Rose and have a good time. And it would be sad when it ended. And I hope I would have a lot of time to hang out with that person. But, you know, you can't force it either. So no such luck for me yet. You never know. It could be the girl who's painted up in yellow. I don't know. It'll be some sort of quantum moment where I'll just sit down and I'll get to know somebody. I'll be like, all right, I'm willing to take a shot on them. But my senses are heightened. I'm always looking for the betrayal now because of all the women that I have experienced that have been less than honorable. But again, you know, where there's life, there's hope. I still got at least another 10 years that I can breed. I mean, that's the hope. And it's funny because everyone thinks it's got to be something sinister. It really isn't. It's just like, it'll just be an addition to the family that you're going to be seeing in front of you. Possibly. You know, that's the thing. I'm kind of on the Dennis Leary page with that. Is, you know, I don't want the adult diaper years. You know what I mean? I want 10, 15 years, but I don't think I'm getting more than 15. If I get to 20, then I'm guessing I'll be too weak. Or modern science will have come to the level where they can repair the damage. You never know. I mean, that could happen. I'll probably be smoking until the end of my days, though. And I have no plans or inclination to quit, especially while I'm still single. I'm like, eh. Although I'm sure that's a deterrent to a lot of the girls, too. Now, I am 53. I look great for 53, though, don't I? I'm not really wrinkled. I got a little around my eyes, though. If you look around my eyes. It's a little puffy because I've been smoking, but even the chin structure's all right. Yeah, I typically get the 40s. But I see, I'm not going to be able to hold this illusion together for much longer either. That's why I say I got maybe another 10 years where I still might someone might find me attractive enough to breed with me. But we'll see. I mean, like I said, Game's still on. So anything could happen. And I honestly, I give my looks, I attribute them to my nature of being happy. I smile more than I frown. I think that helps. Just saying, you know how they say, if you frown, your face will stay that way? Well, I'm trying the opposite route. I'm going to try to smile and hope my face stays this way. And it might not be good, but I'm hoping for good, obviously. I'd rather have a positive but I'm just playing the game. I can't control it. I can steer a little bit. Doing the best I can to steer. Yeah, let's hope it does. For you too. I hope you have a happy life. I hope you have more laughter than tears for the rest of your existence, decent guy. How's about that? I hope you laugh more than you cry for the rest of your existence. Is that a good wish? Because you can't have 100% either way. You've done right by me, so yeah, I wish that on you. And thank you kindly for the return. And for most people, I'm not, until people hurt me. And I'm sure you get this. Once you're hurt, well, then your mood changes a little bit and you're not so kindness and I wish some very bad things on some of my exes, I'll tell you. I try not to dwell on it, but it's still in there. The hurt still remains. But in general, I want people to get along and coexist and build a better world. I'm doing my part, trying to do my part anyway. You gotta. Someone had asked if I do magic tricks, and how about no one can actually see the smoky smoke now. I have to keep passing it behind the camera. See, and now the funny part is that, let me talk YouTube for a few seconds before I lose my voice. But what was it, last month? Last month I finally got monetized. And then the moment that I got monetized, all those questions about, well, did you swear in it? Did you drink in it? All those questions came up, and you got to click the appropriate box before you continue. So that kind of deterred me a little bit, and I'm like, see, it's magic's the world of illusion. Thank you. But I would say, yeah. So, but now, in order to I've reached monetization, so the watch hours don't seem to apply for anything. Where that was just the goal that you had to reach. Now it's based on views now. And so it's really peculiar to get used to what's actually working. So I haven't felt obligated to stream as often because I'm not sure how all of this is interactive. So I've just been doing a little of everything. I've been doing the long form, the shorts, and then I figure I'll be doing this, 2 or 3 times a week. Oh, excuse me. That's my glorious pizza. Oh, I don't have the can. I ate it. That Chef Boyardee pizza sauce, it's crack. It's great. I love that stuff. See, that was a hand toss. It was magic. It's weird that I even have to do it. Hey, it's his birthday. His name is Dixon. Not just Dixon. Dixon Myers. I don't know why I get fond of thinking about Dixon Myers. Yeah, but you know what? I know how to read tarot cards. And it's theater. It really is. It's theater and intuition. No, I'm happy with being who I am. I'm not trying to pretend to be anybody else. I either win as I am. I'm damned for who I am, or I'm damned for who I'm not. No, I'm damned. If I'm gonna be damned, I'm gonna be damned for what I truly am, who I truly am. Period. But it's a thought, because that's not the first time I've heard that, where everybody else on here is a black woman doing tarot cards. I went looking one night to see if I could like scroll the live streams, the vertical live streams, and I couldn't even find it. Like really, I wanted to see like what else was on, and so I tried flipping through shorts, and I'm like, well, this isn't working. Well, how else am I supposed to? And then I typed in shorts, and I'm like, and that didn't quite work out. And it's like, it's such a strange place to have to try to, like, how did you get here? I don't know how I'm here. It's supposed to get into the 90s this week around here. Today was like probably the coldest day that we've had in a while. And now the temperature's coming up, even though it's nighttime. So now I could feel. Did you? See, that doesn't surprise me though. And I'm glad that I'm different. I'm glad that I will not be doing tarot card readings this evening. I'll be telling the future by pure speculation and by the odor that comes out of my rectum. That's how I will be telling you what your future is. Oh, it smells like a winner. Yeah, you got a good future coming. I just read my own anal scent. It smells like a winner, guys. If you're a Virgo, doubly so. If you're a Pisces, half as much. It's a pungent future, and it kind of has a fungus sort of metallic scent. That's terrible, and yet it says your future is awesome. Do they do any special effects, or do they just sit there with the cards? Do they like cut to the cards, or is it just like me, just a chick with a camera? Because I really am curious, and this is like the fourth or fifth time someone said that if you scroll through the shorts, it's people reading tarot cards. So no, it's so they're just kind of hanging out, going, but extra pigment, and probably an accent, I'm assuming. Should I get the cards out? Maybe I should get the cards out and get people excited. And like, oh, no, sorry. Because if you know what you're doing, you can actually use, like, normal playing cards, except you don't get the major arcana. Could I do it with, oh, I know, I'll tell tarot cards, but I'm going to do it with magic cards. You know what I mean? Magic the Gathering. I got a bunch of those cards. I'll drag some of them out, and then I'll do an imaginary tarot read with the magic cards. Okay, this is a green mana, and that signifies... and the green mana signifies growth in your near future. Oh, you got a Black Spectre. Black Spectre means that your balls are going to drop, and it's going to hurt a lot. Oh, but wait, no, we got a 2/2 +1 versus emotional damage, so you're going to get through it just fine. Oh, but let's see what's working against you, and you lay the card across. Isn't that how they do it? Like I said, I was trained. Trained by the very worst. That was a weird thing. They were offering tarot card. Maybe I'll try that in a couple of days. We got Thursday night. I think I'll try that. Tarot card readings with magic cards, just for the novelty of it. I think that could work. I think that's kind of funny. So I'm going to go with that. As well as the ice cubes. I have to drop the ice cubes onto my driveway tomorrow. Well, good. I mean, attendance isn't mandatory, but it's always appreciated. But it's even better if you go back to those long form videos and you give a watch, Benito. Yeah, I got to drop ice cubes off the roof tomorrow onto the driveway and see how many views it gets me. Floggly suggested it. Said that his kid did it and picked up like 25,000. And I've seen stranger things happen, so I'll give it a shot. Someone told me I had to eat a can of sardines. Nah, I won't fall. I'm incredibly stable on my feet. Incredibly so. Although, I don't think I have any actual... No, I do have some video of me dancing, but it's not really dancing. It was like show dancing. But yeah, so... yeah. Don't slip on any ice. No, I will not be slipping on the ice. I will bring the ice up. I will be hurling the ice. And then I will be observing the ice. Oh, all right. So, like, should I name the ice cubes? Or should I seems to me it should just be kind of like a large explosion of ice. Like, really, I should be willing to invest the $1.50 and get a bag of ice. And just take it out in chunks and let it go. You say, this is my heart! Smash! This is how brittle my self-esteem is! That's kind of funny. Any ideas? Come on, guys. What can I say those blocks of ice are? Is it my soul? I'm trying to break the ice off my heart. Throw it off. See, if I had an unlimited budget, I'd get a trebuchet. Off it goes. For Valhalla! That's not bad. I'll keep that one in mind too. Die, hydrogen oxide! No, but it's not. H2O, hydrogen and oxygen. Is oxide oxygen? Alexa, is oxide oxygen?
According to Topper.com, an oxide is a chemical compound that contains at least one oxygen atom and one other element in its chemical formula. Oxide itself is the dianion of oxygen.
I learn something new every day. I mean, there was bound to be a similarity, but I didn't realize. Yeah, I could scream that, though, easily enough. What are we looking at over there? All right. I'm feeling good. Feeling good about my ice dropping, my ice capades. You guys don't know what the ice capades is, do you? But maybe. So we got dihydrogen oxide for Valhalla. We got stuff. We got. I'm gonna have to get 2 bags of ice. Skate show. Say there's more comedy coming, because but you watch, because we're gonna think that's gonna get 1,000 views, and maybe it will. We'll see. We're gonna see. You know me. Once I get my mind to it, it's gonna happen. Just like my hair will probably be changed in the next couple days too, because I don't like it when it's this light. You would think, but I thought the beautiful girl would get engagement. Paint off the roof too. You mean like a bucket of paint? Onto a canvas. Well, now that's actually up my ballywick, because I am an artist and I do have canvases and I do have paint. The question would be is, how would I be filming that? What's my framing? But yeah, that can be done, because I generally use little tubes, but maybe I can maybe I can make the noise, squeeze it all out and into the air, and then if I catch it, I can get I need another camera. I need a 2-shot, because you need the paint launching, but at the same time you need it landing. You need the 2 shots. But technically I do have 2 cameras. This does count as a camera. But I can do this. Extra gravity! Extra gravity! I'm surprised I haven't seen little bits tonight. Or blue. But everyone's got lives. I get that. But yeah, we got some good things going on here. See? We got a few ideas going. Paint balloons. That would help with the aiming process. Oh. You know what? Let's go for road trip. Road trip. I think I have some. Oh, I think I'll need this. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. It seems to me you lived your life like a candle in the wind. I can't help it anytime I say that. No, not up there. Let's try the other room. Ah, my paintings all stacked up. What's we got here? Yeah. Sorry, a sidetrack. I'm looking for balloons. Seems to me I have a big package of balloons. I could definitely have paints. I'll do a more exhaustive search tomorrow. I thought they would be right out then. Huh. Maybe in here? Do I see any here? But I know I got a big bag of them. But they don't appear to be in plain sight, so. All right. Wait a minute. 20% less cluttered. Well, I mean, I am still in the midst of getting everything cleared out. So I got all the old computer equipment that I'm reluctant to get rid of because there are hard drives in there that contain stuff that I desperately want to get a hold of again. But yes, I do have walking room, kind of. I need to put some work in though, and I know I will find these balloons because I think the paint bomb balloons. I think that's a good idea. So we got the paint, we got the ice, we got Valhalla. We got a lot of good stuff. So there's stuff to look forward to. Ooh. Oh no. Oh, excuse me. Had a little sausage with the pizza. Oh, my body. My body that aren't outside me. It has reached beer o'clock though. Oh, see, you don't know. All right, I'll do one more trip just for you. One more field trip. You need to see my stockpile. You need to see. Yeah. I make my own with Chef Boyardee pizza sauce. Look at all these cans. I got a storefront full of them. I don't know what they put in this sauce, but it's like crack. So yeah, I make my own. With French bread, it's slamming. Absolutely slamming. Well, and that's okay, because I listened. Doesn't harm me at all. Are those the balloons? What am I seeing? No, that's not the balloons. I know I got these balloons somewhere. Oh, it's taste is subjective, but anytime I make it, because I scoop it out onto the French bread, and then coat it with mozzarella cheese, and then cover that with Parmesan. Oh, and it's delicious. From my taste buds. Put it in the oven for 15 minutes at 435. Perfect crispy. But anytime I'm putting the sauce on the bread, I always get a scoop. Like you know how your mom used to give, or someone used to give you the little mixers, and they'd have the cake mix on it, and they go, here, you can lick the sugar off that, and you go, give it to me. But I do it with the pizza sauce. I wonder where those damn balloons went to. I'm gonna figure this out. The tarot cards with the magic card things good too. So I got so much stuff to think about. There's so much going on. All right. One more trip. Let's go here. Oh, I don't have the thing though. I need the thing. Otherwise, you won't stand up straight. Where are you, thing? Can't do it that way. Can't do it that way. Did it fall off the edge? I don't think so. I'll just have to do this old-fashioned way. What was the cheese again? The cheese, mozzarella that's the base, and then you put Parmesan on top of that, and that gives it that crisp, that sharp taste. That really makes it. Yeah. Let me do up here for a second. Oh, there we go. And it's really simple because, like, the French bread is $1. It's like a buck for a loaf like that. And I obviously ate 15 minutes before 35. That's my oven. Cooking times may vary, but it works great for me. 15, 16 minutes till you get a little crisp on the top. Ooh. Yeah, that sounds good too. And it's like maybe $1.50 a can for the sauce. So the cheese is really the money item. But I get 4 or 5 pizzas out of it. If I don't eat like a pig, which I have been. I gotta slow my roll, cool my jets with the eating. Because my tummy's not that big, but it's getting bigger. It's getting bigger. Alright. A couple more of these. This is the plant room. To my right are my spider plants. And what's left of my Oxalis triangularis. I got one plant remaining indoors. Everything else has been moved outside. Well, that's my grow light, which is why it's purple. And I don't know if that helps better or worse, but things have been growing, so it's also the window, so it might just be the window. Alright. So we did a few field trips. You saw how cluttered my house was? Yeah, not bad. Alright. Come here. Did anyone ever play Mortal Kombat? Because that's where that come here scorpion drags you. Finish him. It was a fun game for a while. Oh goodness. But you know what, yeah, it's 10:07. I've been going for almost a couple hours, so I think I'm gonna end the see, I'm glad somebody did. Yeah, I wasn't terribly good at it either. But I always remember that. Come here! And now it's like part of the vocabulary. It's funny how something from a video game would you know what I mean, drip into the way our language is used. It all came down to Sub-Zero. And now suddenly I want to play that game again. Although I was terrible at it. You must have been, because I was in my late 20s when I played. And that was back before cell phones. Remember what? Remember when before cell phones? What? Oy vey. Dee 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 dee. Oh, the ties come off. That means it's time. I'm gonna go off and drink copious amounts. It was a fun game though. And then I'll keep going. I don't want to keep going. I gotta call it for tonight. Thanks for hanging out though and for making it fun. Because it's been fun tonight. I got some great ideas. You guys have been jibbing with me. Decent guy. Benito. I really appreciate it. And I hope to see you guys. I'll do it again in a couple nights, but I will be doing I think I'm going to do the ice tomorrow because I have ice now. And I'll work on the other things. I'll find the damn balloons. I'm not saying no more, but I'm kind of getting my own pace. I still got to figure out how the monetization's working, because I think I get paid for the streams if I do the little clickety click, but I have to be real clean about it. And you as well. All right. I appreciate you guys. Thanks a lot. I'll see you in a couple days. Bye.